And welcome back, people. This is your boy Mob, and we are going over the review for the SBA Football League. We had the Houston Texans versus Atlanta game today, and just couldn't do anything with it, man. We still that puts us at 0-5. We'll move them up to 4-1. It was a little bit better game, but we still got a lot of stuff we got to clean up, man. It wound up being 34-13. So, puts us as at 0-5. Tennessee is at 0-4. The Colts are sitting up at 3-1, and the Jaguars are 3-2. Didn't make any of our goals this week, as you can see. I don't know. We started out okay, and then everything just kind of just went haywire. I don't know. So we just got to see what happens. But yeah, let's go ahead and get off into the stats and see what happened with the game. So, all right, let's go over here, and we got yardage was terrible on our part. Apparently, we came out the gate. We got a touchdown. Our only touchdown was off of a interception. The other ones was 3 points. So they were just stuffing us. So we got 210 yards. They got 420. Rushing yards, it was 68, 141. Passing yards, 142, 279. First downs, 20-12. Punt, 22-8. Kick return, 68-27. Yards gained wound up being 286-469. Turned the ball over 4 times. They turned it over once. Third down conversions, 2, and they had 6. No fourth down conversions. No 2-point conversions. Red zone percentage, theirs was 66. 3 red zone TDs. Mine was 50 with 0 red zone TDs. 1 red zone field goal by both. Penalties. He got 22 yards. I got 5. Time possession, 28-16. Mine was 19-44. So yeah, we gotta change some stuff, man. We gotta keep that ball. I'm assuming we just throw short, man. I mean, that's what we tried to do, but he started clogging up the middle, forcing us to go outside. But he had a man sitting back waiting when he knew we had to throw the ball, because he was putting pressure on the line. So just gotta get those guys to develop, and hopefully they'll start doing something against them next week. So let's go ahead and look at the stats. We wind up having Stroud, his quarterback rating went down again, 26.7, 170 yards, 3 INTs, long 34, 24 attempts, 10 completions, got sacked 4 times. Rushing, we had 11 attempts for 53 yards, 2 broke tackles, long 15. Stroud had 3 attempts for 8 yards, 1 fumble. Singletary had 6 attempts for 7. Couldn't get the motor going on this part. So, yeah, like I said, it was just a long day for the Houston Texans again, man. We got receiving, like I said, we couldn't get the ball off. There was a lot of drops. Just don't know what to do with him, man. I just hope for the best next year. That's all I can say. So we got Schultz. He had 3 receptions, 74 yards. Long was 34. Collins had 3 receptions, 60 yards. Long was 27. Mechie, he had 2 receptions, 19 yards. Longest was 12. Singletary had 1 for 11. And Woods had 1 for 6. Woods hadn't been acting right here lately. I don't know what his deal is, man. We might have to wind up go ahead and sub him out, man. I mean, I really don't. I hope he retires next year. I really don't want him on my roster because he's eating up a lot of cap room. But I mean, they're not really been active, man. I don't know what his deal is. He's been dropping a lot of passes, getting to where he's hard to get open. So I don't know what's going on with him. Let's go ahead and look at the defense. Of course, Kirksey is in. I believe Cashman is still out. No, Cashman is back. Who's out? Henry, 2-2. He's out. So he had to get in, fill in for linebacker. And he wound up getting 9 tackles. And that's it. Just 9 tackles. No sacks, no INTs, no nothing, no deflections. He stopped them, whoever came in his vicinity. You had Hill the same way. He had 9 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Griffin, he had 9 tackles, 1 INT. White, he had 8 tackles, 1 pass deflection. You had Murray, he's subbing in for Petrie. He had 6 tackles and 1 deflection. You had Lopez, he had 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Cashman, he had 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Harris, still moving on, 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. No sacks this week, but at least he's still going on up for us. Phillips, 4 tackles. Stanley, 3 tackles. Winovich, 3 tackles. Mr. Anderson, he wound up, 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. What's going on here? Thought I seen him up there. I guess not. 1 tackle, 1 tackle for loss. Hennish, he had to get in. I think we lost one of our DTs, and he had to come up play. I think he might have to play for the next 2 weeks because both our starters are out. Ward, he had 1 tackle. Wilson didn't have 1 tackle. But yeah, I'm glad Mr. Anderson instead of growing, he had 3 tackles. I thought he had 4 for 4. I thought I could have sworn that was who that was. I don't know, maybe it was a little glitch in the game. No, that was Harris. My bad. I said Anderson. Okay, but he still walked away with 2 tackles. He's been averaging around about 2 to 3 with a sack or 2, but we'll take 2. Okay, so now to the Falcons. We got the see this passing. We had Reader had a good day, 122 rating, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, 66% completions, 27 attempts, 18 completions, no time sack. Jersey never got dirty. Never got dirty. Rushing yards, we got Robinson 17 for 65, 1 touchdown, 3 broken tackles, long was 14. Patterson, he had 7 attempts for 38 yards, 3 broken tackles, longest was 13. Ritter, he had 3 for 30. I should have went on ahead and just put it on the quarterback contain, but I didn't think he was going to do that much. Algier, 2 attempts, 13 yards. Longest 7. So a running game combined for over 100 yards by itself. Then you throwing for 200. So yeah, it was gonna be a long day. Of course, you got Mr. Pitts. He was the receiver of the game, 4 receptions, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, long for 58. You had Miller. He had 5 receptions, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest was 29. London, he had 4 receptions for 61. Longest was 26. And yeah, you had Hollins, 2 receptions, 36 yards. Longest 22. Smith, 1 reception, 21 yards. Robinson, 1 reception for 5. Darby, 1 reception for 3. So let's check out the defense, and we got Walker with 8 tackles, 1 deflection. Anderson, he had 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 INT, 1 deflection. Terrell Jr., 4 tackles, 1 deflection. Garrett, he had 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Grant had 3 tackles. Eponic, however you say this, he had 3 tackles for loss. All came from sacks with 3, and 1 forced fumble. Got Ellis, he had 3 tackles. Campbell had 3 tackles. All of them came from tackles for losses. Okada, he had 3 tackles, 1 deflection. Phillips, he had 3 tackles, 2 INTs. Racked up 48 yards in INTs. He was killing it. Malone, 2 tackles. Bates, 2 tackles. Hawkins, 1. Graham, he had 1. Carter, he had 1 with him and 1 sack. His came from a sack. He had 1 forced fumble recovery. On Mata, he had 1, and it was for a tackle for loss. Harrison had 1, and it was for tackle for loss. Smith, he had 1, and it was tackle for loss. So yeah, he was just rooting me on up out of there, man. He was just going straight through it. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what else is going on around the league. I know it's still kind of early, but yeah, let's see if anything that transpired since we played yesterday. You got the Bears going against Washington Commanders, and the Washington Commanders come out 26-22. Bears moves to 3-2. Washington still stays 5-0. Of course, you had my drama down in Atlanta, 34-13, pushing me to 0-5. Falcons 4-1. Lions won their game against the Panthers. Panthers moved to 1-4. Lions moved to 4-1, 44-27. And you have the Denver Broncos and the Jets. The Jets are 1-4, Broncos 3-2, with them taking the win 26-24. San Francisco and Dallas, the rivalry game, 23-9 for Dallas. That moves Dallas 2-3. San Francisco to 2-3. We got Buffalo, my bad, had a brain fart there because of the music. Damn SpongeBob. But anyway, Bills moved to 3-2. Jaguars 3-2. Bills taking the win 27-26. LA Rams 31-10 against Philadelphia, puts them at 4-1, and Philadelphia at 3-2. You got Kansas City moving to 3-2 with the Vikings moving to 1-4 with the Vikings. The Kansas City taking it 37-13. So those are the games that's been played so far. So be on the lookout for Tennessee, Indianapolis, New York Giants, and the Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, um, Oakland. I'm sorry, my bad. Vegas Raiders versus the Green Bay Packers, and Arizona versus Cincinnati. Um, New England versus New Orleans. So far, passing leaders is Stafford at 1,404 yards, 9 TDs. Rushing leader is Gibbs, 93 attempts, 703 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jamar Chase is the receiving leader with 23 receptions, 547 yards, 5 touchdowns. The sack leader is Aaron Donald, 7 sacks, 18 tackles for loss. We sitting at 6, so at least we can try to win something. Interception leader Warren still sitting at top with 7 INTs, middle linebacker 3 deflections. Tackle leader still with Jones, middle linebacker 54 tackles, 26 solos. So that's your update for the games that's been played and the top performers. So let's check out the injury report real quick and see if there's been any changes. Let's go here. I know I had a whole bunch, so I'm gonna be busy for a while, man. I'll be struggling. I'm already struggling, but it's too early in the season. I already got guys out for some weeks. So at least we get Petrie back next week, so that'll be good. But let's go ahead and start with the start at the tip of the top. And see what the Bears still got the dislocated hips 4 more weeks. Bengals, they got the lumbar still 2 weeks. Bills, Hyde still out for 8. Broncos, 3 weeks torn lumbar, dislocated ankle 5 weeks with Allen. No players on the Browns, so they're healthy. Buccaneers healthy. Cardinals still got 2 weeks for Brown to come back. Lindsey for the Chargers, 2 weeks. Everett, 4 weeks. Davis 1. Clark 1. Chiefs is out or fine. Colts still got this guy out for the whole season. Commanders, they still got Cosmic coming back next week, and Howell is out for 7. Lamb, he's the only one on the Cowboys. He's been out. He got 4 more weeks, so Tyreek Hill, he should come back 1 more week. But they got Jefferson out with a collarbone broken for 6 weeks. Eagles is fine. Falcons are fine. Of course, all these guys was hurt in San Francisco last week. Kettle 2 weeks. Thumb dislocated elbow for Thomas 3 weeks. Hufanga, he had 7 weeks dislocated ankle, broken ribs 3 weeks. Jackson, you got Pierce 4 weeks and Womack 3 weeks. Got the Giants with the torn lumbar 2 weeks for Robinson. Ridley full groin 3 weeks. Cook and the Jets, we got turf toe for a week, and Patrick Queen foot fracture for a week. Lions, they got dislocated knee with Mosley for 4 weeks. I think he was hurt last week. So DeGanga, abdominal tear 3 weeks in in Green Bay. 4 weeks torn lumbar Colbert for Carolina. He's still out for 4 weeks. Patriots is healthy. Raiders is healthy. Rams, they have Note Bomb, hip pointer 1 week. Jackson, 2 weeks, broken finger. Ravens, likely he's out. Been out for a while now, so he only got 2 more weeks. Saints are fine. Seattle Witherspoon, dislocated wrist, he's out for 1. Steelers is fine. Texas, we are dealing with Tunzel with a torn lumbar for a week. So we lose our left tackle. Collins, defensive tackle, 7 weeks. Got Petrie should come back next week from the broken finger. So Rankins, the other defensive tackle, dislocated elbow, still out for 2 more weeks. Henry, he's out 3 weeks with a broken thumb. So yeah, gonna be a long season with a lot of injuries like that. Titans, they got Simmons, foot fracture, 3 weeks. Autry, he's out for 3 weeks, dislocated hip. Vikings is healthy, and that's it, man. So that's your report for the injuries this week. Wish y'all luck with the rest of the stuff. So hope the other teams stay healthy and can keep a competitive season. Cause like I said, these injuries are something serious this year. So with further ado, I'm finna get on up out here. Thanks for tuning in, man. This is your boy Mob, and if y'all want to, you come and chill with the SBA family and root on your favorite team, man. You can follow me at on Twitch, QuarterMob25, and we will see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take it easy.